guys coming to their feet in high school, if you're riding a guy, I mean, I'm sure it's frustrating as a coach. If I'm riding this guy hard, 10 seconds like he comes to his feet, okay, then all of a sudden, we can't figure out how to get him down. We don't have that problem, right? I see this in college. This is a hard adjustment too. Guy gets to his feet, you know, guys are trying to do this, and jump, and kind of pull him in the lap, all this stuff, and take him out of bounds, you get him falling. All right, kind of frustrating. What we preached on in college, Coach Billy is big on it, is mat returns, okay? I think a good mat return will also take care of a lot of your problems on top of it. Every time this guy comes to his feet, if I know I can pick him up, plane him down, okay, I'm fine. He comes up 6 times, I'm gonna put him up 6 times. A mat return, I like my hands, okay? Sometimes I don't even have to like my hands, okay? But what I'm doing is I'm picking a side, okay? Sometimes guys get their feet and they get so rushed, they don't know which side to go to, all right? I pick a side and I go with it. If I want to mat return him, I pick the right side. I step hard, I pop my hips. As I pop my hips and I bring him up, that little bit of space where his feet come off the ground, my knee comes in and I slide my knee. All right? So if I want to mat return him this side, I step, as I pick, see how I swivel my knee there? Kind of brought his body horizontal. Here, I step, just like that. Now, when I put him down, all right, in a match, you're going to put the guy down hard. What I'm doing is I'm putting him down, I'm looking for a wrist. A lot of times we get to our feet, okay, I put this guy down, he comes right back up. I didn't grab a wrist. Now I got to do that again. So when I step and I pop my hips, right, here, as I pop, a lot of times guys lift like this. I'm stepping here, boom, blocking my hips. They're into him. My knees in front. He's loaded up with my hips. As I pop just a little bit, as soon as his feet come up, my knee comes in, and as I'm bringing him down, I'm looking for a wrist. Okay? So I'm here, boom. Now I got this wrist. Okay? It's the same thing if I didn't even have my hands locked. I can still hit it here. So one of the drills that we do, okay, is, you know, at the end of a practice or something, we'll do 10 each side. 10 mat returns each side, hard. All right, so I do 10 one side, next side goes 10. I go 10 the other side, next goes 10, next side does 10. What this does is it teaches these guys, so it's second nature. When I'm wrestling Coach Bentley, and he's down, and all of a sudden he comes to his feet, here, and I'm up. I'm not necessarily trying to do all this stuff, because guys will do this to pull on top. Here. Boom. So it teaches them, and they get to their feet, and I lift them, put them down, and grab them his wrist. Then Coach Bentley does too. Any questions on the mat return?
Guys, I want to just kind of remember a second. You guys, most of you follow our program. 2 years ago, we had 2 All-Americans. One of those All-Americans, Kyle Blevins, ended up taking 4th in the country. This right here was something that he lived and died by. I can't tell you how many matches coming back through the consolations, the Russellbacks. This won him matches. You got to ride the guy for 45 seconds or so, and I remember him returning the guy over and over and over again. We really kind of talk about doing the work. That's one thing we talk about on top is doing the work. Guy gets to his feet, you do the work to return him. And, you know, he really comes to mind as someone who, you know, lots of matches, he might not get the takedown, but he can always get away, and he can always ride a guy.